friends. How goes it tonight? I hope everyone's weekend was fantastic and are excited for this wonderful month of June. As you can see, we're jumping into a classic of retro gaming, otherwise known as Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. I know I've been looking forward to this for a little bit, and so has been our commentator, who's been absent for a good while. Ain't that right?
I'm tanned, well rested, and I'm eager to guide you unto your utmost destiny, joining me and look upon the heart of Lokron as we overthrow the tribunal gods. But, however, Dragon Break exists, and therefore, you can do whatever the hell you damn please, but at least allow me to steer you in the right direction every once in a while.
Yeah. Yep. You guys, for those of you who remember him, that's our good friend Just Dagoth Ur. For those who don't know, well, roommate of Kutemok, who likes to take over once in a while on his headset so that he can give us some fun, witty commentary, remarks, and good stuff like that. Especially when we're doing Elder Scrolls related content. Oh, man. How long ago did this game come out?
2001.
Wow. So this would be technically its silver anniversary, if we give it the same length time as the Morrowind.
And it was introduced to my ascended sleeper, the one that I reside with, back when he was a wee lad of 10, on his family's computer, often played by his oldest brother and eldest cousin, who has taught him the way to becoming an OP. No, what the expression was that again? Overpowered, OP. I can't keep up with these younglings' terminology. They're brain rotted enough as it is.
And I just remembered
the more I think about it, they're probably the reason why the tribunal here and any and all dangerous princes created the middle finger.
Yeah, and I just remembered I forgot to mute my TV so they didn't deal with the echo of both your main voice and the echo from the TV.
I mean, with all their brain rot, I wish I got a flip phone. I could slam it shut on that conversation.
Oh, jeez. If you want some of that rot, maybe your roommate should show you Remnant from the Ashes. Or Remnant 2. There's enough rot in that.
Well, I've been called worse things by better men. Small footnote. And no, stupid ads, go away. I want to bear witness to the amazing reaction that my other ascended sleeper, yours truly, Nervar, as you finally joined in the sex house of Tribe Unmourned. Oh, sorry, the sixth house in Tribe Unmourned.
Yep, the sixth house. But since your reincarnation, it pretty much caused you to rephrase it to just the sixth house.
Not exactly reincarnation, but a full-fledged, what's that one weeb language, Japanese, isekai, or kai-isi, whatever.
Let's go with the Bruce Willis enunciation for it, yippee-ki-yay. But, yeah. This game has been a classic, and I love the story of this one. I think it's one of the more masterpiece kind of main storyline of the Elder Scrolls games. And I'm a big Skyrim fan, so me saying that, I honestly cannot wait till they make the Skywind mod where you could actually use Skyrim graphics and play Morrowind.
Well, the Morrowind you'll find here is more rustic than your take upon that MMORPG.
Oh yeah,
and so This is the truest and also the final classic RPG game in existence before the
Uh,
others asserted their dominance.
yeah, in the era
No
when,
different stuff in the kielbasa sausage down their pants of gray and simply walk around in school.
yeah, and this one was especially known to have been the last Elder Scrolls game that did not involve waypoint markers. Oh, how far we've fallen into dependence of waypoint markers, haven't we?
Well, here's a small hint. Each action you take is an automatic dice roll.
Even more fun.
Now, mind you, you're gonna have watches.
No, you're telling me. I can't wait till we get to the
Which is
point where we're
why you should save every other moment you get, because there is no autosave in this game.
That's truth. And just think how much fun it'll be when we get around to doing actual plays. All the dice rolls. But let's get started on this. I know you guys want to see us kick some butt and not just chat all night. Alright. New game. Man, some ugly critters.
Those are called netches. Think of them as floaty cows
Yeah.
within Morrowind. But now, I'll shut up.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
What's a good name for a Nord?
Shall we go lore name?
Yeah.
So, how much accuracy do you want?
Eh, decent enough.
In that case, I would be more than happy to give you a few examples of what you Nordlings before you call yourselves. How about Hantar Nutmug?
Hantar. Alright.
Or do you prefer to have another nickname?
Let's see.
I can recommend the Bear Claw, not the pastry. Anything that's got sun at the end of it. Gold-blood, wild head, nail spear, woodcutter, something that tickles your fancy. You get the point.
Yeah, I like the bear claw idea.
You're gonna name yourself after a pastry?
It could always be bear mane. You know, that works better. Hantar.
Wolfcoat?
Okay, that works better. Hantar Wolfcoat.
Usually, one would spend hours trying to decide what to call themselves.
No, they spend hours just trying to develop their character to look just right, and then an hour later be wearing a helmet.
You'll find yourself with limited options with this particular game. By the way, all Nords are ugly.
Really? Well, in Skyrim, all the Dunmer females look old.
I mean, with you being a Nord, I would suggest that you keep rolling your eyes, because you might eventually find a brain.
I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
And walkie there, walkie
Here
there.
comes the guard. This is where you get off. Come with
And if
me.
you just hold still, I'll also try to imagine you with actual personality.
Ho, ho, ho.
Do what they say.
And walkie
Small
there.
footnote. The prisoner that's with you was the one who killed the bane of Morrowind's existence in this particular game. The Wind Striders. Or Cliff Racers, that was the word.
Let's keep this as
I'm
civil
dusting
as
away
possible.
cobwebs. It's been ages since I've last touched Vardenfell.
Now, prisoner.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and it'll show you to the
And
census office.
as you can see, original Xbox graphics.
Yep, long, long time ago.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Yeah. Not bad looking.
See, stereotypical Viking. And the whole game designs and whatnot was actually pre-Todd Howard. Unique. It had deep lore into each an aspect of it. Every little spectacle, speck, dust, whatsoever. And he just saw Lord of the Rings once and said, I have a bright idea, folks. As I told you, you got limited options.
Yeah.
Along with the reintroduction of the black and the white button.
Yeah, completely different. That'll work.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Small boat. But for the sake of transportation, pretty simple enough.
Yes, we've been expecting
Also, a little tag to the thing. Why am I on the last category?
Yeah.
This is yours.
And I mean that sincerely. Why?
Last but certainly
Now-
not least.
Of your options presented, you could pre-select like you would in Oblivion with the first two, or create a customized class for the final option. If you have no idea what you'll be, you basically answer his questions, and it would basically align your interests with what you should specialize in.
Alright, let's look. Here we go. Crusader. Yep.
Very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born.
Now
under
pay
certain
close attention to all these skills. When you would select them, you get a boon, increased numbers, but everything else would be lackluster.
Mm,
If you want quickly, you would take care of what is lackluster, but it also means that you're somewhat weak in combat.
hmm. Now to pick out what sign I was born under.
Many of those tend to have one-day spells only, but a few of them hold permanent passive traits, like the Thief, and also what was the other sign? Ah, yes, the the mage. Everything else carries a benefit and a risk.
The warrior comes with no risk to it. So I'll go for that. Here we go.
An unique feature of this game was that you could wield spears.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes you wonder why they dropped that ability within the sequels. Oh yeah, coding errors.
Elden Ring would have had a field day with them on that.
Now, look at your miscellaneous skills.
Yeah, hold on a sec. Hey, Grim, how's it going? We're playing Morrowind tonight. Hope you enjoy the show.
After a first debate between my Ascended Sleeper and himself, they both classified and agreed that this game is sci-fi fantasy. It has sequential order, because it's primarily steampunk with a nice soft apocalypse afterwards, lore-wise. Once more, take a look at your miscellaneous skills.
Yep. I do see them.
If you give them an automatic 20-point boost, feel free to make a selection for them. Otherwise, the max level you'll probably achieve would be just shy of 60 or 70.
For the miscellaneous?
No, for your main and minor skills.
Gotcha. Alright.
You automatically have the spell Firebite in case you want to have quick access to level up your magic.
Yep.
But fret not, my Ascended Sleeper has already provided me intel on you set up the groundwork for when you would need a character to max level.
Alright. All things are set, and
You also have a final chance to make some minor edits before you would officially file in your papers, so to speak.
minor edits like...
Basically, are you sure you want to look like that slime?
Yeah, if I want to... I'm happy with my name, class, race, and all that. Oh, that's fun. You're helping your son out with D2. That's pretty cool. There, Grim. Awesome, awesome. Alright. Let's see here. I'm satisfied with everything I've got. Well, at least for starting out. Hitting OK. I'm going with a Crusader, Nord Crusader fire sword.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit.
Predictable as always.
Yeah, what you want? The all right.
Go no further until you have your papers.
As you can see, barely any voice acting, besides NPCs saying their usual lines.
We got
But
it.
you can't read aloud the text.
Yep. All right.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
All right. Moving on. Moving on. Into the next building. Don't think that's quite right. Alright.
And of course, so long as anyone is not in sight, you can technically steal if you want to make a quick cash. But you being a Crusader, I'm certain that it goes against your personal virtue.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Heading on out. Alright.
Now, pay attention to the numbers right there. On the left-hand side of your fraction is how much mana points it will drain. Whereas on the opposite end, it shows you the percentage of success upon that unique ability. And however, if it's an enchanted item, that the one on the right side of the fraction is how much you can have in total.
Delightful.
Another thing, if you really get into the magic casting of this game, you can craft any and all home brews, as the D&D folks often express it.
Alright, let's see. Yes, on Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself, and I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man, but before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Duties. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cusades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cusades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you, and a disbursal to your name. Alright. Let's see. Balmora. Balmora is north of Sedanin. The road passes...
And of course, the most popular town in existence.
Passes Pelagid village and Fort Pelagid. I'm botching those names. Crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is the southeast Balmora, on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Elone, the scout of Ariel's trade house here in Sedanin. But take my advice. You're new here. Take the Silt Strider to Balmora. Alright.
Let's hear it.
Alright, so I gotta go to Balmora in the Vardenfell district and report to...
I'll recommend you save here and now. Make a mental memo to save every 20 to 25 minutes.
Oof.
Backlogging your progress, it can be a pain.
Yeah. And look at this place.
Now, do you see the gentleman with the green shirt on?
The green shirt. I see a yellow shirt. I see a
He's a
blue.
wood elf.
This guy.
I really don't have time for this, so make it quick.
Fargoth.
Your stream's 8 seconds behind. I gotta wait till you catch up. But yes, Fargoth is it.
Alright. Alright. Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treat you okay. I swear they took my ring.
Discuss the ring.
It's a process. The ring. I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring. Family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you?
Now then, you have a choice to sell the ring to the nearest vendor, or give it to him and he'll be your best friend forever. Eventually reveal a little note to you of where he keeps his hideaway stuff for his little treasures. And of course, if you have low morality, that's instant cash. However, there are several routes to wealth, and you're going to need some wealth in order to access the level up so fast that it'll make my eyes cross, maybe.
Yes, I found it. Here, you can have it. You
How
found it!
virtuous.
Amazing! Thank you, thank you. You're now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the other, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. Alright. Now that question is where the trade house is in this, since there's not a sign saying what is what.
I'm waiting. To what do I owe the honor, Nord?
Ah, there we go. Back door, so that means the front door's gotta be right around here. Alright, let's see. I found Ariel. And yeah.
So the higher of the persuasion bar you see there, the 80 to 100, the more likely you're going to get discounts. Even more so if you upgrade the mercantile skill. But when have I known Nords to be successful merchants?
Jeez. Alright. Anything we want to talk with this guy on?
I leave that to your discretion. After being released from the boat, you can and could do anything.
Alright. They just rumors. I heard that Hriskar upstairs is having some financial troubles. Can't seem to wage it these days. Alright. Check inventory. 1 gold piece.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Alright. Let's see. They suggest taking the Silt Strider. That means they would be located... What way, Dagoth?
You have free will, don't you?
Yeah.
Explore. Breathe fresh air. drink from the microplastic water.
Nice little lighthouse.
Just so you know, and studies you hear from this headset is technological difficulty.
Hmm.
What's this about?
Let's see. So, well, they did the signposts in this generation.
Yes.
Scribble with just the... Definitely look directly at it. Ebonheart. Ooh, Ebonheart. Capital of the Ebonheart Pact. Some centuries prior. And there's the Silt Strider up there. Of course, we have to be extra careful with our stamina. It's even walking expends it. Yeah.
I know people abuse the concept of Dark Souls version of whatever, but this is again the last of the true RPGs, where movement can drain fatigue, as is close to reality, after all.
Oh, look, mud
And of course,
crab.
your character, being shipbound, is bound to feeling a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Lackluster health. As you can see, you got to aim your crosshairs upon the creature.
There we go.
Center of gravity, preferably. Right now, you're aiming at dirt.
There we go.
As you can see from your weapon bar, but your weapons can accumulate damage and do less damage the lower it is. The
Yep.
little bar above your health bar is their health.
There we go. A worm.
They also provide poison against you.
Scrib. Oh.
Congratulations, you found a tax collector.
Oh boy.
By all means, read a tax record document.
Let's see. Tax record. Okay, it shows who else been paid and who hasn't. Well, 200 gold, that should help us a little bit as far as gear.
There's a few other places you gotta head to as well.
Alright.
If you want to proceed on with the main quest, so on and so forth, feel free to head over to Balmora at your own volition on foot or on Silstriders. And fair warning, my son of sleeper is resisting the urge to have vocal stems from this game.
Let me guess, what I'm gonna be Edouard! Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a jumping ability. Weird. Wow, that was a good hit. Woohoo! Trying to get a real good feel for this so far.
Just feel free to stop and take a breather.
Yep. Ugh.
And the lower the fatigue, the more likely you'll miss. The developers of this game, what used to be my home, have examined every nook and cranny possible to make it highly immersive. The only two negatives about this whole thing was the combat gameplay, which people did not realize was a dice roll without telling them. And second, of course, is the graphics. But the stories they're in, it is enough to make Skyrim blush. In shame. Curse you, taught the false god Howard.
And how do you cast spells?
You press the Y button. And after you make your selected spell, simply use your attack button.
Okay, so wasn't the jump button, it was the cast button.
Because reasons.
Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, and the music's just so awesome.
Simplistic in design and purpose. And of course, you can listen to the soundtrack forever.
I know, it's probably why Fudge Muppet likes using it for their, Qua? Oh, an iron sword. How quaint. A fur helmet. Okay, it's decent. He was doing flight magic. Okay. And then probably ran out of magicka.
At the corner, he already activated his vocal stem.
Yeah.
The microphone did not pick it up.
I believe I
Also,
may have...
with the tax code you have found, you could resolve his absence. You have to chat with the people in the town about the latest rumors to find out about the missing tax collector. You, of course, found the body already. You arrived at step 2. You could inform the gentleman that filed your papers at the Census and Excise office. You can also find his girlfriend. You can also find his murderer and collect the reward. And you can also return his ring to his fiancée for an additional thank you. Would you like to conduct this quest?
Be a good start. First, I want to read this journal. I believe I may have found the correct formula for the spell I'm developing. With it, I'll be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. If all goes well, I will test out the new spell tomorrow. I believe I've worked out all the possible complications. It will allow me to leap great distances covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, all without the terrible disorientation of the spell of flying. Thus, the time is almost upon me. My research is finished, and all my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap to the top of their towers and scream out my success. Yeah, we saw how that went, didn't it?
You never calculated on how to make a safe entry down. And mind you, past Neurovars have actually used a spell to bypass my personal security at Red Mountain in order to speedrun against me, as you guys called it.
Haha, I have me a sword. Okay, that's the jump button. What's guard?
You have to have a shield for that effort.
Gotcha. That got me a nice shocking sword.
With limited enchantment. You could also use that to attack ghosts.
Yeah, I'll just make good use of the fact I can take things out quickly. Huzzah!
Don't waste it on the mud crab. There's also a mad lad gentleman who decided to retransform the entire map of Morrowind using the Elden Ring engine itself.
Okay, that just sounds so cool.
And like with your Oblivion experience, the more you jump, the more you increase your acrobatics. But I wouldn't recommend leveling up too many different skills at a time because you know how that would misalign your attributes.
Oh, yeah.
So you're better off just choosing 5 skills per level to level out as best you can.
Yep.
And of course, way back in my Ascended Sleeper's childhood, they had something called guidebooks.
Yep. And
it was a Bible to figuring out how to play that particular game.
I found Pelagiad. Fun. Not really where I was aiming to go,
Indeed.
but...
Pelagiad is a small town located on the road between St. Anine and Balmor in the Scadian Isles region of Vardenfell. The town is home to its namesake, a small Imperial Legion facility, Fort Gilead of Pelagiad. I cannot pronounce the foreign tongue so easily. Limited Imperial cult services are provided at the fort, and the architecture is continental and reminiscent of High Rock, with thatched cottages and a single high street. It is conveniently located near a lake and plantations, and features a tavern, smith, and pawnbroker.
Let's take a look at the armor, see what they've got. Barter. How much for any... Alright.
You'll notice they'll have somewhat stark prices.
Yep. And just trying to see if there's anything I can go with. Let's see.
You're better off with the iron gear for the starters, no different than how you started out in Oblivion. Unless you go into specific areas to loot, because unlike its sequels, you can get high-level gear at certain select spots.
Yeah, I'm only seeing one type of cuirass, though. Medium armor.
I should also keep in mind, to remind you, that when you're selling to a merchant, you can also get better prices by raising their disposition, but as well as ensuring that you also have a full fatigue bar.
True. Let's see.
And that you should not sell stolen items back to the merchant from whom you have stolen them. It will instantly put a bounty on your head.
Yeah.
There's also something called creature merchants in this particular game.
Interesting.
There's a particular mudcrab merchant that would instantly allow you to get wealthy rather fast.
Fascinating.
And so as you're able to cast mark near a merchant with this recall spell, that whenever you're over encumbered, you can automatically teleport to where they're at and simply sell off your goods. Plus, most containers of Morrowind contain loot based on level to lists, so higher level characters have a better chance of obtaining higher level loot, like Grand Soul Gems. Thus,
Understood.
consider holding off on looting chests / crates until you're a higher level.
Yeah.
But I'll be more than glad to teach you how to get wealthy fast, still.
Yep. Back to the first village I visited. Talked to him about the tax papers. Also fighting a bad case of congestion. Oy. Oh, what's that over there? It's like a lizard dog of some sort.
You played Elder Scrolls Online. Are none of these creatures familiar to you?
Oh, one of those things. Okay.
Would you like to do a quick save and find out?
Yep.
You can also do multiple saves on different files, just in case you made a mistake.
It's a gore.
For Undertale players, specifically, you'll find that this game is not too far off of your tree.
And looks like it's just happy and content where it is.
If it were in our world, who's a good doggo?
Yeah. I know, right? Good doggo.
So technically this is Morrowind's equivalent of a Yoshi.
Except, you know, see some Italian plumber hopping on it, being like, "Let's go!"
Are you sure you're not describing yourself?
Says the one, and says the one whose roommate has a Mario mustache. Whoa. Worms. Crazy how many cases of worms you run into out here. The Bitter Coast. Bright setting sun. Right. So it's going to lead to Ebonheart, and this will lead back along the coast to the first village. And there it is. Not bad exploring that first area there. And just look how much more there is to explore here.
Mm-hmm. And you'll find a great many secrets in all potential spots there.
Yeah, and we won't be
Including
visiting.
some privy too. Oh, that big area right over there. That's Solstheim.
Yeah, we don't go there yet. I was about to say that, and then you were talking.
Yeah. Not until you get the Blood Moon expansion. And thankfully, you have the Game of the Year, so that's automatically provided.
Yeah, I just gotta wait. It's his turn,
Would you like to resolve the death of the taxman?
Yeah. Be a decent start.
And in all these NPCs talk about rumors.
Alright, latest rumors. My son was recently shipped up to Fort Frostmoth on the island of Solstheim. I don't know what he did to deserve that, but it couldn't have been good.
Intent. Expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Murder of Processus Vitalis.
Found his body, huh? It's up to you what to do about that information. I suppose that,
Socosius Ergala.
in the census and excise office would be the one to tell, if that's your inclination.
What's this about?
Alright, gotta figure out. That's back
You
at...
also ask all NPCs about rumors, and you eventually learn the existence of Thavar Vedrano, his girlfriend.
Go ahead, stranger.
I heard there's been some trouble at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it? It's on an island called Solstheim, north of Ardenfell. The murder... Found his body, huh? Well, it's not you. Same discussion. Hey, buddy. Everyone's talking about Frostmoth. Crazy.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
I've been told that the Empire has granted a new charter to the Sump to do some mining on the island of Solstheim. Okay.
Let's hear it.
They're practically all saying the exact same thing.
Ask about anything else, too.
I'm waiting.
Alright. Little secret. Someone in particular.
Yes.
Let's see, about trying to sell off some of this stuff.
By all means, get rid of your rags. And how long are you going to wear that silly hat?
That silly hat. First bit of armor I've managed to get.
Technically, the clothes you are wearing are automatically armor. There's a skill called unarmored, after all.
It's a good bit of money sold there. Alright, let's see.
And upon your total sold, you could increase it and increase your mercantile skill. Bit of a learning curve, but you'll eventually get the hang of it.
Alright, let's see. Let's get the Iron Kuros. Gauntlets. Shield. Let's see, Greaves. Helmet. Looks like what I'll get from that. Let's see. Try to contemplate on this. All right. There we are.
I do enjoy a good conversation.
All right.
Make it quick, Outlander.
At least they're being nice about it. I could always be more verbal about it. Alright. Let's see.
Yes?
Let's go. Let's see. You said talk to people about rumors and be able to get the info, right?
Any time now.
Dagoth?
I'm debating on my head sleeper here. Did you want to resolve the murder?
Yeah.
You talk with the man who filed your papers.
Yes.
Not yet. I was looking for... You told me to go talk to people about... Possibly find out about his woman.
If there is anything I can do, I am home.
She also has a house. You'll see her name on there. Thaver Vedrano.
Okay, go to that after Talking to the guy. Let's see. It's like, murdered? What a waste. Proteus was a good man. I had been wondering why he hadn't heard from him in a few days. Still, these are dangerous times we live in, and these sort of things will happen. Did you happen to find the tax money he collected? I'd hate to be so callous, but I do have a job to do. Ooh. Yeah, so I found 200 septums on his body. He did. How odd that he was murdered, but not robbed. Your honesty is appreciated. I can tell that you knew that. I won't forget this. In fact, you're looking for some money for yourself. I'd like to see the murderer punished. Killing an emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find his murderer, bring him to justice, and the Census and Excise Office will pay you 500 septums.
Lose 200, gain back 300. You're playing premature stock market.
Yep. Alright. Let's see about how to track down the troublemaker.
Ask around.
Ask around.
Let's hear it. Any time now.
Oh, some guard's like, someone finally got him, huh? Well, it's no surprise, I suppose. No one likes a tax collector, especially one who flaunts his wealth while taking our hard-earned cash. Only one who could stomach him at all was Thurva over there at in the lighthouse. The two of them spent time together. Shame. She really seemed like a nice woman. Alright, to the lighthouse. Ma-na-na-na-na! Entering the house. Alright, let's see. The murder. Proteus murdered? No, tell me it is not so. He was the gentlest man I'd ever met. He and I become
Don't strain yourself, please.
so close the last few months. Don't know what I'll do without him. I've only seen him get angry once or twice. Never had anyone. Let's see. I'm angry, I suppose, so I'm arguing once with foreign Gilneth about his taxes. He thought Proteus had been leveling too much and skimming off the top for himself. Ridiculous. Proteus would have done such a thing. I'm sure of it. Please find out what happened, friend. If you find out what became of Proteus' ring, it would ease my heart. Someone in particular?
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Alright. Alright, so foreign Gilneth. Let's see about finding this one.
Any time now.
There's more than just that one courtyard. Fair of note.
Hmm.
Any time now.
Let's see. Varga's house.
Let's hear it.
Question is, where is this person at?
You could zoom in your map.
Oh, it's almost there, it seems. Hello? Bad fetcher. You're damn right I did him in. And a good thing, too. He is giving a load of money from all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He's always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels, so I killed the bastard and left his body out there to rot, with all his ill-begotten gold still on him.
Now, upon hearing that, you have a choice. Do you believe himself justified in this murder, or not?
Sorry, that is no excuse for murder. Your punishment has been decided.
Be careful, you came equipped for combat.
Yep. You're one of them, huh? Come kill me? Well, give it your best shot, Nord. I have no problem spilling more of the blood of the Emperor's lackeys. Well, for this... I'll play it careful.
Yeah, the unarmed ability, hand in hand, drains your fatigue, but then leaves you vulnerable to more permanent damage. For those who want to fight like the monk, that's a preferred style. Because when your opponent has low or zero fatigue, they can't exactly land blows on you, now can they?
True. Alright.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Since we...
Anything else that might sell value, by all means.
Yep. Now let's go and port the ring back to the young maiden.
She's more MILF than anything else.
His ring. Oh, you found the ring I gave him. Thank you so much. It's good to have something to remember him by. Though I'll never see him again. Here, take this. He usually traveled with a couple of when he was doing his job, but he didn't this last time. If he only had.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Healing potions, yay. Let's go and tell the news. That we managed to find the perpetrator.
Yes, friend.
I heard you've been asking around about this murder. I'm glad to see this matter brought to its completion. Here's your reward. Good to see there are still some citizens who understand their loyalty to our Emperor. Yay. Which means we can take that wonderful money and put it towards some more gear.
Or you could save that for your fast leveling session.
True.
Any time now.
First things first. Oh, look. There's one of the moons up there. I don't see its companion.
Any time now.
That's ideal congestion. So much fun. Alright. Let's see. I don't think that there's an inn in this quaint little town. Probably too small for one. Probably end up seeing one better over at Pelagiad.
I'll be proceeding on the main quest then and head over to Balmora.
Fair enough.
Mind you, the more you carry, the faster your fatigue bar drains. Fair warning.
Basic mathematics.
Why walk when you can ride?
Alright. Traveling to Balmora.
Curse you. Another vocal stem for my Asunder Sleeper. He's gonna borrow the mic a moment.
Where would you like to go?
Why walk when you can ride? There, got that out of my system. There you go.
Alright. 2 in the morning, so it's... Go ahead and wait a few hours.
You'll find your contact to be across the bridge.
Gotcha.
Also, but you Nord sleep standing up?
Sometimes.
You'll be up the flight of stairs.
And that's an Orsimer in this? Wow, he looks piggy.
It's an orc. They're literally a walking, talking pile of feces.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
The closest depiction of India in video game format.
Alright.
Be up the stair. Wrong stair, by the way.
Oh. So many stairs.
Though if you're a kleptomaniac,
Ha ha ha. Alright. Let's see.
my son of sleeper has confessed that he played a thief a couple of times.
Right.
It never hurts to check your local map.
There we go. And of course, remembering to save.
What's this about?
Alright. Reporting to him. So you say your name is Hantar Wolfcoat, and you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it. Yes. Yes, very interesting. So it says, yeah, the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the blades. And that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders, Hantar Wolfcoat? Yes. Good
Familiar
luck.
territory, I'm certain.
Welcome to the service, novice. Now you belong to the Blades, where the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my
A missed
personal
opportunity
stuff
there.
alone. Unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers. Alright. Go for the orders. First thing, Pilgrim, you're new, and you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon or armor or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover identity around here. Freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild or Mages Guild or Imperial Cult or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience. Go out on your own to look for freelance work or trouble. Then when you're ready, come back and we'll have orders for you.
Essentially, free reign to do whatever it is you want to do. Now, should you want to pursue any of those quest lines, or involve yourself in the drama of the 5 houses, I can be a guide. However, if you choose House Halal, I will disown you.
Dun 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 dun. Blade trainers. These blade agents offer training. Not free, of course, but cheap for a fellow agent. Look for Rithline, Tirmalin, and Nine Toes here in Balmora. In Caldera, see Serene Lorraine. Okay. Alright, Fighters Guild. Professional organization chartered by the Emperor. Alright. Freelance work. Ooh. Hunt monsters, sell their hide for. Mm-hmm. Imperial cult. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Let's go and see about getting some better gear, shall we?
You also need a means to stuff away your excess loot. I recommend some of the box crates in Balmora for the time being. Barely anyone has access to them.
Okay. What, like that?
Indeed. Organize it by categories if possible. Like OCD kind of organization.
Okay.
This is an ancient-ass game that to be my home, so therefore, I know.
Understood. Hmm. Let's see here. The trader. Alright. See what goods we can get from you.
Another concept that might be radical for now is that there's barely any randomized loot in this game. Unique items and means of obtaining wealth quickly can be made available, so long as you know where to access it.
It doesn't look like there's anything heavy armored over here. Really.
Not all merchants have a jack of all trades approach either.
True.
I designated that farm equipment as a junk merchant.
Hmm. Dang, Fiend Katana expensive. Freaking 9,000.
Khajiit has no words for you.
That's what a Khajiit looks like in this? Fascinating. Ugh, no wonder he skimped out on the wares. Let's go look around to find an armor. Ah, there we are. Almost there. Yeah.
If I can help, I will, but don't take too much time.
Oh boy. It looks like he's got mostly medium at best. Or armor I already have. And repair all my stuff. Let's see. So I got about the best gear I can get in this town. Alright. And that's an Argonian. Interesting. Most interesting bit of looks, I must say.
I take it you want directions to go?
Yep.
So, as a Nord and potential Nerevarine, what would you like to do?
Very good question.
Once more, you have your options of Fighters Guild, Thieves Guild, Mages Guild. You can also do the Tribunal quests if you access that DLC. Or you could do the preferred route of what my Ascended Sleeper had done, the Morag Ton, essentially legal assassins. And they absolutely loathe the Dark Brotherhood.
Even though supposedly they spread it from them.
You have to remind me.
Supposedly the Dark Brotherhood split from the Morag Tong, if I remember correctly. Anyone in chat who has confirmation or the opposite of that, please give me some insight on that.
Indeed, for you're sickly, and I am homesick.
Alright, let's
Also, put your luck in the Imperial Legion. You can also partake of the Great Houses. And what's more, fair warning, if you decide to choose House Halal, I will disown you still.
Alright, let's go for Imperial Legion.
Attaboy.
So how do we want to go about that specifically?
Do you recall what Caius had shared with you? A word to go.
Any
Refer
of
to
the
your journal.
forts? He did mention any of the forts in the area. And that there are many.
For now, Nisus would be your destination.
Nieces, okay.
Gnisis.
Okay. And about where would that be?
Nisus itself, according to my map here. Show me your map. Go to the world.
Alright.
Okay, it should be in the upper left section.
Alright. See if Silt Strider can lead me that way, or if I'll have to...
Yeah, it's upon the uppermost western part of the map. Not too far off from where that lake would be.
Alright, let's see if we can get easy transport or not.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Alright. And does not look like it's available. Alright. Just it old-fashioned way then.
Why walk when you can ride, you know?
It's not available. So, what's the spelling of it?
Gnisis. Just head over to the upper western region of Vardafel on your map. And be sure to avoid the cliff racers as best you can, because they pester you until you come across a guard nearby.
Okay. Okay. According to this map. Okay, Belmore is there. And Nisa's is all the way up there. Alright. Well, in that case, we got a long, fun trek to make.
For a nod, audience, who will watch this later on, in our effort to record these for posterity, that we plan to take baby steps in all this, until eventually my Shadow Sleeper will guide him in the way to get max level as soon as possible. The effort that he'll give after learning this will be off-stream.
Alright, saving before making my travel.
What's that, a Shadow Sleeper? He assures that at long last, this ancient tome of knowledge in his head will be of good use.
And unfortunately, we can't put a waymarker on it. As much as that'd be useful. But yeah, Nisa's should be located right around there. So we got a long trek to make. Probably will end up going into the next stream. Well, at least there's a few towns on the way, so it does help a little bit. First, I definitely am pacing myself. In this first game, I'm having to worry about that kind of concept. Pacing
Just don't forget to save.
I already did before I left Balmora. Now, I'm gonna pace myself to about half stamina, and then. Well, that was a quick drop. Nick sound. Worm down. Caldera. Alright. That's along the path according to this map. And yeah, the cliffs rate. What is it, cliff racers or cliff striders? I forget which one it is for those things. Either way, they are not fun. But I will say, I do like how Fudge Muppet actually went and used the sound they make as a sensor tone in one of their videos they did for Morrowind.
You'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
That, I guarantee.
Yeah. What was the name of those things? Cliff Racers? Cliff Striders? I forget which one it is. Which one is it? It's going to be bugging me. Looks like we found our way to Caldera. Whoa. Thanks, guard. Bad critters falling behind me the whole time. I didn't realize.
Go ahead, stranger.
Alright.
I'm certain that after his near week-long shift of boring action, he's like, finally.
Yep.
Oh, just so you know, the big black spot on the map, that's my home.
Yeah. Red Mountain. Alright, let's see about finding anything of useful in here. While wrestling with my back aching. Just so delightful. Oh, good. Armor. Let's see if there's anything good in here. Ah, Nord.
You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
Good. Man of taste.
So, how are you liking this game? My city sleeper is pestering me about it for the past 5 minutes.
I am enjoying it so far. It's
If you think of it as alpha gameplay for your preferred games.
yeah. Let's see, a broadsword.
If they maintained this model, they would have had higher success and would have been dropped by Todd the False God Howard.
Yep. Hmm. Let's see here. Here we go, got some pauldrons. Yeah. Right now, definitely seeming like I'm kit bashing a little bit, but that's what you gotta do sometimes, you know? Ah, very nice looking Nordic sword.
Duly noted, Fire Sword.
Nice. Alright. So yeah, I got me some... Let's see. Imperial chain pauldrons. Steel. Oh, just regular chain pauldrons. Imperial style. That should help out a little bit. Didn't go for steel boots yet. Alright, let's see. Let's say that northward. Alright. Still a ways to go to get up there. Still roughly in the same region as Balmora, so it's going to take extra time.
So much to explore. Little nooks and crannies that can easily bring you wealth or death.
Need time now.
Indeed.
Go ahead, stranger.
Let's save him before I leave. Caldera. Let's see what this map post will tell us. Caldera Mining Company. Aldrun. Checking the map where that ends up being Aldrun. Northward. On the edge of, yeah, the fun Ashlands. Alright. Time to proceed northward. What a wonderful and delightful land. And some Nord that's walking around naked.
Mm-hmm. But then the barbarian wannabe.
Alright, continuing onward. Another signpost. Wow, how original. There we are. Nisus. Gonna stand here a minute to rest my stamina. Yeah, this congestion's really getting at me. Ugh. Alright, there's our stamina back up. Let's go. For the graphics era, this is a very beautiful bit of land. Oh, great. Another worm. Well, that was a good dice roll, I think. Ugh. Still a long way to go. And the sun's just set. Possibly approximately halfway from Balmora. An enjoyable soundtrack, to say the least.
So would you consider reaching Nisus as a good goal for now, before you end your stream?
Yep. Okay, it's gonna be this road. We still got ways to go. Oh. Oof. And there's a rather interesting looking Hogonian there. Grunt, grunt, grunt. Okay, don't want anything to do with me, so... Okay, continue on our way. Alrighty. Yes, the exploration. Such fun. This is the way to Nisus. Nyx Hound. And he dropped. Well, ambushed by a whole pack of these things. Wow. Okay. Like gear's doing okay. Nothing taking anything is the shield. So that's actually good news. I figure out the direction we want to take. Left or right?
You're nearly there. Happy report. Or you can just simply save anytime you want and simply just begin your endamble.
Yeah. We're getting there. Alright. Don't think that's the right way. Backtracking. Luckily, this Nyx Hound's marked pretty well. So it should be this path to take. Continue northward. Alright, let's start our path. Oof. That's never fun, fire. Okay. Oh wow, that's gonna make things a little more interesting. Trekking along the cliffside. Invisible
Noted.
guy, huh? Delightful. And trekking around the cliffs of a small mountain range. Ah, crap. These guys. Okay. Swapping swords. Blasted cliff racer. Oh, I just took down a cliff racer, so does that count? And there's more ahead. Delightful. Ugh. Go, that one dropped. I'll get a little more edge walking on this ground area. Keep out of sight of the cliff racers. And found some ruins. Demonic looking ones at that. Rat. Okay, this place ain't giving me a name yet on what it's called. Delightful. Yeah, it's Daedric. Oh, delightful. Daedric requires special things. Understood. Okay. Nearly there. Okay, I can start cutting northwestward. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Okay, now I can start going more west. Just take a minute to rest so I can keep my breath. Ugh. All right. Continuing. Westwood. And curving on this road a little bit. Not bad. And looking at it, Alderun is that way. Nisi is this way. I'm wondering if this map's correct on this website. How do I find out? Wouldn't be surprised if it wants us to walk the long way around to get to the correct spot.
I'm just admiring your sense of aimlessness.
Do what? Ooh, he said something about aimlessness.
I was admiring about your state of aimlessness. The Ascended Sleeper asked me to remain silent as you experience what he had.
Understood. Looks like a group of bandits, probably. Not in shape to deal with them at this point. Ugh. And we found a bridge. Nice rickety old bridge. So rickety, I think I should look to see if there's any trolls nearby. I don't see any goats either, so I think we're good. Viewers, if you don't get that joke, I'm sorry. That is dated humor. Alright. At least with the guidance you've already given me, I've been able to actually be more capable of standing up on my own 2 feet. Whoa. Diseased critter. Delightful. Alright. Continuing on northward. Or northeast, as far as I can tell. And then wrapping back westward. Alright. That signpost probably be a good spot to take a break. Yeah. Okay, it sounds to go this way. Interesting. Alright. Let's see about trying to cover this distance. Oh boy. Bandits.
Mm-hmm.
You will die.
Or reavers as they're called in this. A spear.
You also can tell how a society is by what kind of criminals inhabit it.
Hmm.
You inward. Hey!
Good stuff to sell there. Probably rest a little bit to try and get my health back up. Okay. There we go. Health's back. Good. See about trying to get there. There we go. Entered into new area. So I had to save me into it. Oh, sorry, do a loading screen. Starting to rain. Delightful. And Nesis is across this fun, rickety bridge. Alright. Okay, that's how you do that. Okay. Next signpost.
Minutes past the stream. You're thoroughly lost here, aren't you?
I'm following the bloody signs. Again, roads, they just love making things complicated, don't they? Ooh.
My son sleeper has brought this to my attention, and might as well mutter it here for the sake of posterity.
Mm-hmm.
The Stop Killing Games Consumer Protection Bill passes for a vote in California. The games industry is panicking.
And you know why? Means I can't just call video games an online service anymore. I didn't know the Prometheans were in Halo 3, dude. Oh, you switched over to 4, huh? Such fun for you. We're on the island, at least. Still got a ways to go. Another great thing about if that bill passes, be like, hey, we want to have it to where we can actually have a means for players who have the game to actually be able to continue playing it. Even when the bigwigs declared, oh, we're not going to support the servers anymore.
According to the experts in the comment section of this entire shindig, but the fact that technology has made media far easier to preserve than ever really makes corporate greed the only reason games still keep dying today. Plus, keeping the game you purchased requires an entire movement. So be it. Let's ram that door. After all, we're having fun storming the castle.
Yep. Wahaha.
Again, don't ram the door either. Do you know how expensive RAM is?
About as much as a U.
It's a pun for the device the computers often need to process the game speed rate.
Well, I'd love to see you try and pull Grandmaster by yourself there, Fire Sword.
Oh no, cool. Now, let's just roll back the privacy nightmare of mandatory age verification.
Great, this island's making me pull a freaking snail shell pattern here. Just to get to Nisus. Oy. Guar Trail. Nisus. Finally, there's the sign! Finally found Nisus. Ta-da! Uh. I'm gonna rest my head underneath that big old canopy there. Oh, and they have a silt strider. Are you kidding me? All this way.
Yeah, they all have particular routes from town to town. You simply just hop on it, no different than you would in an airport. For those who are achievement hunters, you can explore the map on foot the entire time. But again, knowing your Nord, you want to save as much gold as possible. No.
Yeah. At least better than the modern day Canaanites. Oh,
That, I think we should call it good for tonight.
yeah. We did agree that this was going to be our cutoff point once we got here. Ugh. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream tonight. Enjoyed us jumping into Morrowind and doing a little exploring here. Good fun. We've managed to cover quite a nice little area so far in just a single 2.5 hour period. If you like what you saw, please go ahead, like, subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we go live or post content. Click on the link to our Discord so you can hang out with us, keep up to date on what's going on with the channel, and also keep up on the schedule. If you got Facebook, follow us on there. We're working on trying to get to where we can start streaming on there. Let's see. If you want to think about that was about time. Alright, if you want to think about supporting us, consider becoming a patron on our Patreon. We got given a nice little bit of renovation and such. It's all up and ready to rock and roll. And we'll try and aim for updates on there. Try for between once and twice a month if we can. But yeah, look forward to seeing you guys then on our next stream, which, let's see, Morrowind will be the week after next. Tomorrow night is going to be DC Universe online. So much fun. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys next time, and always remember, Obulat Tecum ad Victoriam.
Dormiamos Pax Vobiscum. According to my Ascended Sleeper. Hopefully, did I pronounce that right?
See you guys next time.